Good evening. It's a great pleasure to welcome all of you this evening for this very special occasion on the campus of Ohio Wesleyan University, and we're especially honored to welcome Jim and Janet Dicke to Ohio Wesleyan this evening. We gather for the annual Milligan Leaders in Business lecture series, but we, prior to the lecture, have the great honor of awarding an honorary degree. The honorary degree is the highest award presented by Ohio Wesleyan University. It is presented to those who exemplify the highest ideals of the institution, represented in its charter and in the leadership provided by its board and its faculty for now nearly 175 years. The awarding of an honorary degree requires the approval both of the faculty and of the Board of Trustees, and is done only rarely. Tonight we are pleased and honored to be able to recognize Jim Dicke with the degree of the Honorary Doctor of Laws degree. And when I first contacted Jim about this and said we could do this at commencement or we could do it in the middle of the academic year, he said, let's do it when the students are on campus. And Jim, we're thrilled to have you. I'd like to ask Jim to come forward, and as we move into the presentation of the honorary degree, I'd like to ask one of our students, one of our Horatio Alger scholars, Jocelyn Munoz, to come forward, and she will read the citation, after which I will officially confer the degree. Jim?
Surprise! James F. Dicke II. Internationally, check, mic check, that's always good, right? Internationally accomplished business leader, engaged citizen, selfless philanthropist, talented artist, and passionate patron of the arts. Your extraordinary business acumen, tireless involvement in civic service, and unwavering philanthropic and administrative support of organizations dedicated to the arts, the environment, and higher education are inspirational to us all and demonstrative of the power of a liberal arts education. For more than 35 years, you have guided the growth and operations of Crown Equipment Corporation, watching your family's business become one of the largest manufacturers and distributors of forklift trucks and material handling equipment in the world. Serving first as company president and now as chairman and chief executive officer, you have created an internationally successful business with more than 13,000 employees, 18 manufacturing facilities, and more than 500 retail locations in 84 countries. You have helped to create one of the Forbes 400 largest companies. Your business savvy and skill have resulted in your being as elected international president of the Youngest Presidents Organization, a member of the President's Export Council within the U.S. Department of Commerce, and a national committeeman from Ohio for the Republicans National Committee, where you served on the Standing Rules Committee, Arrangement Committee, Contest Committee, Presidentials Committee, and is a vice chairman of the 2016 Republican National Convention. Your recognition of the immeasurable value of the arts, coupled with your own talents as painter and photographer, have resulted in your being elected as chairman of board of commissioners for the Smithsonian American Art Museum and to leadership roles within the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, National Museum of the American Art, Dayton Art Institute, and San Antonio Museum of Art. Your commitment to the environment and education are shown through your service with the Ocean Reef Community Foundation, the Madison Council of the Library of Congress, the Air Force Museum Foundation, the Ohio History Connection, as well as through your tenure as trustee at both of your alma maters, Culver Military Academy in Indiana and Trinity University in Texas. At Ohio Wesleyan University, you are a member of the President's Circle, and you generously support the Carl H. Dicke Scholarship created nearly 40 years ago by your grandmother, Irene, to memorialize your grandfather. You financially support multiple OU or Horatio Alger students and are yourself the recipient of a National Horatio Alger Award, given in recognition of the personal initiative and perseverance, leadership, and commitment to excellence, belief in free enterprise system, and the importance of higher education, community service, and the vision and determination to achieve a better future. Not only were you shaped by your liberal arts education, but you were also deeply influenced by 2 summers spent working for Congressman William M. McCulloch, who was instrumental in crafting and passing both 1964 Civil Rights Act and in 1965 Voting Rights Act.
And so, Jim, it is in recognition of your many contributions to the business community, your lifelong civic engagement and commitment to the enduring values of our democracy, your profound support of the arts, environment, and education, and your extraordinary humanity reflected in your care for individuals and communities, ranging from employees of your company to students who benefit from your support of their education, to countless individuals whose lives are enriched by your commitment to so many organizations that improve the fabric of our society, that by the authority vested in me by the Ohio Wesleyan Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree Doctor of Laws, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto, and cause you to be so hooded and presented with this diploma. And Professor Simon and Provost Steinmetz will bestow the hood. We're going to take a brief pause and remove the academic regalia, and then we will proceed with the Milligan Lecture.